Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Aap or Hum a GUFTAGU. Today, we have Mr. Purushottam Rao, who is an accomplished media consultant based out of Hyderabad, who has several accomplishments under his belt. He completed his master's in mass communication from the University of Hyderabad way back in 1998, and he's been associated with the education as well as the media field since then. He has personally conceptualized and written scripts for television and other media. He's produced content and handled the entire logistics of media production, including the post-production. So he comes with a lot of expertise in this. He has also created a web app way back in 2011 to automate the entire project management for film and TV production. And the web app was called eShoot and was used by several media houses. At this time, he consults with various media companies and helps them optimize their content, their schedules, their work, and so forth. Okay, so Purushottam Garu, welcome to this chat, and it's a real pleasure to have you on board out here with us.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thanks. So, to start with, obviously you are someone who has been in India as well as abroad, was in education, did media, and, was associated with the media field even before the explosion of media that we're seeing right now, and you started creating content way back. So, just tell us a little bit about the kind of content that you used to create for film and TV way back.
Okay. So that time the media was very like a immature kind of thing, but now it has grown very much, like with the data speed and everything. That time was watching a video, and I used to go to upload some for small half-an-hour video to the controllers. It's in high-tech city, where in the midnight I used to sit there to upload the server to the Hong Kong server.
Aha, okay.
That was the days I experienced.
Yes.
After everybody staff went up, I used to go and log in, and I used to upload the media content to Hong Kong servers that time, way back 20 years back.
I know bandwidth was not so easily available.
Bandwidth was very,
VSNL was about the only provider, and used to be, quite a struggle just to get bandwidth. Yes, I recall those days. Yes. Okay.
That time was very like hard this thing to upload content and upload from the one server to different servers, and the media is also very like very advanced kind of thing. We used to shoot in high resolution, like a TV resolution kind of thing. That way, it's a more huge data will be there, and for the storage, like we used to have a lot of hard disks. Kind of thing that those days only.
Okay. So what are some of the serials of content that you created? You could just.
We used to shoot for the Pogo actually. When I was developing that e-shoot, we used to develop at the e-shoot for the Pogo channel.
Pogo channel.
Their server.
Children's
Pogo channel.
Right?
Yes. Their server used to be in Hong Kong those days.
Okay.
And we developed one series of projects for the VMC also, Vijayawada Municipal Corporation, way back in 2004 for the upgradation of the whole city in the, what do you call it, the automation for the like a web and everything for citizen interaction. Kind of we are keeping setting up kiosks also for people to come and interact with the municipal government.
Okay, interesting stuff.
So
what? Yeah, go ahead. Sure, please go ahead.
Yeah. Those time it was like kind of we have seen a lot of futuristic development, but it was not happened the same way as we thought. in kind of in India.
Mhm. Okay.
Like we have to backlash a lot of things
Yeah. So just
for making it a
curious.
positive.
Uh-huh. Just
Yeah.
curious. So what sort of prompted you to take up media as a career? I mean, 22 years ago, or we're talking really 26 years ago in 1998, you know, uh,
Yes.
hardly anybody would think of doing mass communication or, work in the media. Of course, satellite TV was just beginning to explode at the point of time, but so sort of what prompted you to look at media at that time? What triggered it?
So from childhood, I used to watch a lot of TV and media kind of thing. Those things that inspired me a lot.
Ah, very nice.
Watching movies.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, one question that sort of is something that I'm guessing everybody is asking is, a lot has changed over the last 25, 26 years, right? I mean,
Yes.
in that now, in fact, you can generate really high quality, HD and even, 4K, 16K levels of content using just
Yes.
computers and just generative AI. Now you give a
Mm-hmm.
prompt and a video is generated, and even audio is generated, even text is generated, even
Yes.
photographs are generated, images are generated, everything is generated, right? Now, so
Yes.
so now, uh, so the physical actors, who act in movies or something, or even, other ads or serials, as it were. So are their days numbered? I mean, is the future going to be entirely on generative AI? Because it can create whatever you want to, right? I mean, so
Yeah. It sometimes it's like looks like a fantasy world to me.
yeah, yeah, yes,
Yeah, everything is like AI generated, and
yes,
actors also and actresses also. It looks like a future will be like a more of education oriented than the entertainment oriented.
yeah,
People will more be concentrated on education than on entertainment entertainment will also be to the another level. May, Entertainment will also be another level. People will be like having the actors who are died also, they can come and act like they can see as it as today
yeah.
they are acting it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Those
So
things, it is very unnatural, means those things will feel happy to see, like older generation to come and see the older movies, and like they are coming and acting it right now as a new young faces, like. And education, I feel, as a more concentrated with different fields with the education. Like we used to do one like animation program for the Nagarjuna University, like agriculture university was there. For small animation, we used to take 6 months of time to do small animation.
wow,
6 months of time. Now it is we can generate it in about 3 4 days. The
yeah,
whole thing with three
probably even lesser, right? I mean, just a few
less
minutes.
than that. Yes.
So, it's
Mm,
interesting, Mr. Purushottam, that the skill sets which were needed to become a media professional maybe 25 years
mm,
versus
yeah.
now, at this point of time, you basically need an ability to generate prompts, right? And then the computer is doing everything as it were. So,
Yeah.
is the skill set changing for the future media professional, as it were? Are things going to be different, and should they start teaching different stuff in institutes now?
No, skill set, that's changing way before for the betterment, I see.
Mhm.
Skill sets, I think as a media person, we need to look those loopholes, which now also they are like they are neglecting to see what's going on behind the scene, the content and everything visually it will be a more of different content. Then with voice where there will be different, those
Mhm.
things we need to watch, and we should cut down there, because human, with AI we can't imagine that. With human mind we can imagine, because every content has to be seen properly with bit by bit, and release it to the content to the people
Mhm.
before that. So far, this lot of now the corruption has been less. Used to be earlier wise. Now we can create a lot more content for more useful these things for this generation.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. So yeah,
That way will
interesting.
be.
So yeah. So you feel that,
Hmm.
the relevance of the human being and the skill set of media and how to
Hmm.
handle various media will sort of remain, right? So people will
Yeah.
start continue learning about that. Interesting. Interesting. So
Yes.
now, if somebody wants to now start doing media, wants to be part of the media world and work. So what advice would you give to him, with now that you're 25, 26 plus years of experience and you've seen a lot of
Hmm.
changes in the entire sector? What is the sort of advice you'll give him? Like how should he conduct his professional life? What skills must he have? How should he look at growing himself?
I think now today's media they should more focus on humanliness nature, like humanly emotions.
Huh,
Those are the most important things.
huh, huh.
That's the lacking between why this crime and corruption is growing very much.
Hmm.
We should have one vigil over there to control that. From starting, from childhood, I used to see. Now, if there are 99% is the violence is there, at least 1%, one person will understand that and will come out with nice thoughts. Then that will be a good. The message has been conveyed. I see that way. Now it is not like that. This 99% is going against the 1%.
Okay.
The 1% voice is becoming low.
Okay. So the
That
approach
that
and the content is where they need to focus a lot more in
is
terms of
more on the
ensuring
content.
that.
Yes.
So what I
Mm.
hear is that, yeah, media has a certain responsibility towards society. I think it,
Society, yes.
it,
Lot
yeah. So it influences thought processes, especially the younger minds. So
younger mind. Yes.
and therefore media professionals should keep that in mind, right? It's a very, very responsible sort of a job,
Yes.
and they okay, very interesting. You worked in India as well as abroad, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Which all countries have you worked in?
Which
Which are the countries that you worked in?
I worked in Sweden and I worked in Norway and
Okay.
England. I also worked in.
Okay.
Their
So,
culture and our culture is totally like different.
yeah.
They don't see from younger generation. They are on the track.
Hmm.
That time I was like 30s, 30s I am, and 20s age children they can sync with me like more.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like now, yeah, that in India, it's like 30s the thinking is like okay, we can think a lot and lot talk more, but
Hmm.
there
Okay. Sorry, I didn't catch what you were saying.
you see from the younger generation only.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So, clearly, I think there is a cultural difference between
Yes.
Europe and India. And
Hmm.
so, what are some of the things that we can actually pick up from there, which can make us,
Mhm.
better?
That I didn't get you the question.
So, see, I was just trying to understand, since you have experience of working in several countries, okay, especially
Yes.
Europe and also in India, right? You would have seen
Yes.
some things which are really good out there. And so
Hmm.
what are those things that we can pick up from there and adapt to ourselves?
Yeah, they're like it's a working nature only. The same thing. Working nature in India, it's more of like. They control like if you have a background then you have to come and work. There it's not like that. If you can work, you work. You know the
Oh,
job, you do the job.
okay.
Here if you know the job also, you are not able to do the job.
Okay.
They will not allow you to do the job. here. They have like lot of restrictions in working in India than abroad.
So the work
They,
culture
abroad,
is,
they just ask if you know the work, you can just complete it and get back to me. Here it's not like that.
interesting, interesting. So, just curious, but who is who is your inspiration? Someone
My
whose work that you
inspiration
admire.
from inspiration, it's a lot of list is there.
But in
Like
media or the film or television, who's an individual that you look up to?
look up to me is there's a lot of names are there. Not
Okay,
one I can say, but
okay,
it's the
okay.
movies, most of movies and movie stars, and it's a media giants also there. Rupert Murdoch kind of thing, how he developed industry. But you see that now, if you see the from long this thing background, I see am I taking those things as a role model now? It's like going against to the now the views have been changed. Everything when you
Yeah.
get experience, the views will be changed.
Yes,
Like
yes. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, okay. That's true. So, just a fun question. I mean,
mm,
who is your favorite actor and actress?
favorite actor from my childhood is like a Chiranjeevi is my favorite actor. I used
Okay,
to
okay,
watch
yeah.
the
So lots of
special
people,
morning
right?
show.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
clearly influenced many generations, and several people look
Yes.
up to him. Clearly, yeah.
And
And
the favorite actress is like old actress. That's the Savitri is there,
okay, sure,
and
yeah.
yeah, she's a very good actress.
Yeah. She
Mm,
could emote very well. Yes, she had a huge.
yes,
Very nice. Very nice. Great, great. Okay.
we
So,
used to go to when I was in school. We used to go special morning show. 6:30 show was there. We were
wow.
like in a
Okay.
fans club. We used to get
Uh,
tickets and we used to watch. And after the 8:30, we used to go to school.
wow.
The Friday
Uh,
show that was morning.
so, as a child, you said you did this. So, where did you grow up? I mean,
I grew up here only in Boinpalli in
oh,
Hyderabad.
okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Very interesting. And as a child, who was your inspiration? As a child,
Pardon? As a
as a
child,
child, who was your inspiration? Yeah.
inspiration. Inspiration. My father was my inspiration as a child. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Awesome.
Mm.
Anything else you'd like to talk about? I mean, this has been a very interesting conversation. I've learned a lot about you, and we've sort of discussed a
Okay.
few interesting things. But yeah, anything that you'd like to as last words?
Then we developed the issue that is a web-based application in Java. We have created it. I met lot of media houses from Mumbai also. That time the data was not that so fast like
Mhm.
now today. Uh, and we talked, and there is a gap between the people and the machinery.
Yeah.
They see as two different things in
Uh-huh.
media, especially here. In
Okay.
here and like in Bollywood also, the same thing happens. They don't want the media to interrupt their way of working.
Mm.
I see in Hyderabad also,
Good
in
evening,
Bollywood
Neti.
also is
How
there.
can I help?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hmm. There was an interruption there that they don't want to interfere the media this thing in what do you call technology into the media kind of thing. They want to go as like olden days only, the
Mm.
whole thing.
Mm.
If you see all the Bollywood and the Tollywood also say same thing. They have their own this thing. They don't want to get into the technology kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm.
Why the I we want to create this web, we should kind of think to control the budget.
Ah,
Control the budget.
right.
Now but they want to increase the budget. It's
Okay.
kind of thing. They want to increase the budget, but in their own ways.
Yes.
That lacking is there. We cannot, without their help, we cannot do this. There has to be some, everybody should think alike. It's
Hmm.
not, it's not in one man's hand. You can change the industry.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's the difference is there. Hmm.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So
Yes.
great. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, talking to you. And we look forward
Yes.
to many more such interesting conversations. Thank you very much for your time, Purushottam Garu. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you very much for yours. Thank you,
Thank you.
Srinivasan. Thank you, Raj.